All right, everybody, Brian Engelman here, 2017 NAMM Convention, Anaheim, California. I am here taking a look at DDRUM equipment. I'm here with Kyle. Kyle, thank you very much for taking a moment of your time to spend with us and explain your new stuff here at 2017 NAMM.
Yeah, so here we have the Reflex ELT series. This is our Elite series. This is a new finish here for 2017. It's a lacquer finish, and it comes in red, black, and a natural finish. 16 by 22 inch bass, 5.5 by 14 snare with a 10 and 12 inch rack and the 16 inch floor tom. These are made of alder shells, fixed pitch mounting system to try and minimize the footprint so you have more resonance with the rack toms. Reso lifts on the bottom of the bass drum, little rubber feet basically that kind of cover the lugs on the bottom so you're not tearing up your hardware when you put it down. Also maximizes the resonance of the kick drum itself.
Also, I will jump in there and say it is very important when you factor in all of the stands, all of the legs, how all of your hardware sets up. You don't think about it, but man, if it's not right, it's never going to feel right.
Exactly. And I always start at the bass drum and work my way out. Pedals, snare, hats, exactly. set up the toms, set up the stands, yeah. But no, this is a beautiful kit, and I actually use a Reflex series for my band live performances. I get compliments on the sound all the time from.
All right, let's get more compliments on the sound from the sound guys. Who is your band, and where you guys play?
My band is Sunshine and Bullets, and we are based out of Tampa, Florida.
Now, what three bands had a baby to sound something like your band?
Oh man, people have said System of a Down. People have said, let's see, I would say Skillet because there's a male and female vocalist. Ambient sounds, Tool. People have compared us to Tool with the ambience.
All right, you know what? I'm in. I'm gonna take a look at this. I like some of that Evanescence, like the dual vote, like when they team up and do. Anyway. We'll check out the band. The name of it again?
Sunshine and Bullets.
Sunshine and Bullets. Yeah, that is Florida in a nutshell, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Nuts, air quotes on the nut. Okay, anyway, so finishing up the Reflex series, what else do we have here, and what are we going to look at after?
Well, next we're going to look at the Reflex Red, which is a new finish for 2017 as well. This is kind of a throwback to our old Dominion series and some of the kits that we used to make with the off-colored hardware, the drum sizes as well. As you could see, this particular kit, this one comes with a 20 by 22 inch bass drum, which was something that we did a lot, a few years back, something we were known for, the big Cannon-like kicks, 7 by 13 snare. That's the major differences, aside from, of course, the hardware. It's a powder-coated finish, red. I believe this will also come in white as well with the red hardware, even though the rollout is with the black kit.
Now, well, hold on. What am I looking at there? Because that's a white set with red hardware.
That is our hybrid kit. This one.
Sorry, not to jump past this too quick, because it is really cool. If you take a look, I mean, to even look at the toms, I mean, it pops. This isn't red lighting, like this is red. I mean, it gives you a whole different feel from stage. If you're going for the look of what you're trying to accomplish, to put that out on stage as a piece of art, you got to customize your gear, and you can notice it a lot on this white kit, right?
Yeah, exactly, especially on the white kit. And this was something that was kind of requested in the past, that because we only had the hybrid kits in the black finish. This is the Hybrid 5. It's all birch construction, and this kit actually has integrated triggers into the shells with transducers underneath the heads. You see the little red coverings on top? Yeah. That basically protects the transducer from being struck while you're playing. You can use it acoustically. It comes with the acoustic heads as well as the mesh heads, which are what's outfitted on our Hybrid 6 over there. But like I said, it's got the integrated triggering, so you can do either sound reinforcement or sound replacement with this kit. Really versatile. We had one, a Hybrid CK set up last year in the corner here, and people were on it the entire time. You couldn't get them off. And
that's great. Thanks for bringing it again this year then. Why didn't you bring it this year?
Yeah,
if it's that cool.
I think it was for sound purposes, for demos and walkthroughs and things like that.
Well, actually, and so you guys know, these cymbals up here, I don't know, are we going to take a look at some walk around?
Yeah.
But I noticed these cymbals, it was on another one of their kits. I mean, they were rocking out with it, and it was not totally silent, but damn near silent, but with actually being cymbals.
Yeah, and those are great. The Gen 16, I believe we have a package offering where you can get the kit, the Hybrid 6 or 5, with the Zildjian Gen 16 cymbals as well.
So there's some sort of partnership.
Yeah, I mean,
Teamwork,
we've
perhaps.
worked with them in the past, and they were gracious enough to provide some to do that package offering. But I don't know what the stock is limited to, but I know that it is something that is offered. So if you get your hands on it, it's a great deal, because you look at a lot of other manufacturers, the price point on them is where that would be, if not higher. Right. And you could use this acoustically, like I said, and those cymbals are great. I want to get a set of the low volumes, but that's kind of veering off.
Well, should we veer off? Are we going to keep walking and talking?
Yeah.
You lead.
Yeah, Brian, if I could point out.
Yes, do it.
The hardware doesn't really show up on the camera as I'm looking at it. It looks kind of white because we're under this incredible, as I'm sure the viewers can see.
Oh yeah, you know what? Look, right this way. If you can shoot right that angle, the snare comes through very clear.
Still looks really white as I'm looking at this, but it's really a vibrant, very beautiful red. It's fun to point out.
Absolutely. Okay, let's keep walking around. What else we got? Whoop. Yeah, see, Mike, that's why I was saying that the red hardware just kind of, the red and black kind of jumps out at you. Maybe, okay, take a look that way. That kind of jumps out.
So, I mean, the Max was new in 2016. We've carried this Max kit, this natural kit here over. This is actually a maple alder blend. It's got 2 outer plies of maple, 4 inner plies on the toms, 6 on the bass and snare. This kit fills the room completely, and I really wish we could demo this kit this year, but this might be next on my list. Again, it's the maple alder blend. A lot of similar specs as the Reflex is in the sense that it's got the fixed pitch mounting system. It's got the Resolifts on the bottom, so that way you're not messing up any of the hardware. Maximize resonance on the bass drum. This particular kit actually comes in a 3-piece configuration with the 18 by 22 inch bass drum, 8 by 12 rack tom, and the 14 by 16 floor. But we do offer a 10, a 13 rack, an 8-inch rack, as well as a 14 and an 18-inch floor. You can get the bass drums independently as well, either the 22 or the 24-inch bass. And we do offer add-on snares for this particular kit. And let me just make sure. For the add-on snares, it is a 5x14 or a 6.5x14. So right now we do offer that in the natural and the black. I'm hoping that we expand the finish options pretty soon in the future. If they keep doing well, I think that is definitely a possibility. And I think really the only other new offering that we have up here for 2017 would actually be our D2 player kit here. This kit is basswood shells, but it comes as you see it. It comes as a 5-piece kit with the 14-inch snare, 10, 12-inch rack with the 16-inch floor, 18 by 22-inch bass. All the hardware is included, so you get the snare stand as well as the hi-hat and the bass pedal, the throne, and it does come with the boom stand, which is a little improvement over our standard D2 kit. The wrap quality is a little better as well on this particular model. Comes in a red, a blue, and a gray offering. It looks really sharp in person. We're definitely excited about this kit because there's a lot of students out there, and the D2 kit has done well in the past, and I definitely think the D2 player will do well in the future.
Yeah, I like the blue. I like the blue with the black borders on all the hardware. It is a sharp look. Like what I'm noticing from your company, it's a lot of bold colors. Even if you look past there to the red one with the black hardware options, they're very bold colors. They're meant to stand out on stage. So many times you see a drummer and it is what it is. It's just he's playing some cans, no big deal. And then there are people that put thought into it and make it into a visual spectacle. Yeah. I mean, a lot of drummers will come to mind when you say that. Whether it's not just Rush doing interesting drum stuff or Phil Collins. There's a world of this out there, but it seems like your company is taking the visual aspect quite seriously, at least.
Yeah, and we do try to, and like you said, we like the exciting finishes, something that stands out, something that's going to get noticed even before it's heard. But once you hear the kits, we hope it's ingrained here. And like I said, a lot of these kits, They hit you right in the chest when you hear them. That Rally Sport Reflex, was a new offering for 2016. That 14 by 22-inch bass drum.
Which one, the red one? The red one or the green one?
Excuse me, the green one, yeah.
Take a look at the green one, Mike.
I was not expecting the thunder that kick drum produced, but that 14 by 22-inch bass drum likewise fills the room. It sounds incredible.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean it's always something that you're looking for when you're trying to get a kit. You gotta have that low end just carrying everything. You're not gonna have much of a sound unless you get that. So I mean, like you said, keep going back to focusing on that. This stands out in the room.
Yeah, and the Reflex Rally Sport is great because not only does it fill the room, but it's a little more compact than the other Reflex offerings as well. You know, the shallower depth of the bass drum. It is a 4-piece configuration.
Yeah, that is a lot smaller than what I play.
Yeah. So I mean, if space is definitely an issue, or if you play a lot of venues where space may be an issue, and I know very well what that's like.
I mean, couldn't you imagine space is an issue for everybody anywhere?
Yeah.
And quite often musicians tend to accumulate gear anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And drummers especially.
Yeah, we have the worst jobs out there. It's like first one in, last one out.
Yeah.
You know, you got the lead singer kicking back, drinking a Budweiser. You're like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to have the beer behind the kit too when you're done, but first to come, last to leave. I've gotten pretty efficient setting up and breaking down, which I'm sure most of us do over time.
Yeah, you find a rhythm with enough of these.
Yeah.
You trim the fat, you find a rhythm, and you go.
Yeah, but I myself have actually thought about downsizing because right now with my band I play the Powerhouse kit, which is a 24-inch bass drum. 13, 16, 18 toms, so they're big toms, you know, and it definitely fills the majority of risers that my band plays.
Yeah, I've played on some funky risers in my day.
Yeah, and then there's the stages that are about the size of a riser.
Yeah, how about like the back of trucks? So have you played a flatbed?
I have played a flatbed, yeah.
Is playing a flatbed not the most janky, awesome thing?
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty...
Craptacular, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, swatting the mosquitoes is, in Florida, that's a... You know.
How did you know it's usually by a quarry at some little weekend camp out thing? Yeah, been there, done that. Okay, so anyway, to sum up your 2017 offering for everybody who's out there looking for gear, give us that catchphrase.
Oh man, catchphrase. They didn't tell me about a catchphrase.
That's why I get paid the big bucks, brother. That's why I get paid the big bucks.
I mean, honestly, like I said, we want to be seen, we want to be heard. I think we're definitely making noise in the music community. We intend to have a strong showing this year with our Reflex line, with our Max line, and with our entry-level D2s. So we're definitely looking to be heard in 2017.
Very nice. Okay, well, one more time, tell everybody about where your band's at, because we all got to take a listen at this point. Right?
Yes, we are in Florida, hence the Sunshine and Bullets. Sunshine and Bullets, Tampa, Florida. Hope you enjoy, and I hope you enjoy DDRUM.
Thank you, guys.